Well, that was fun. I had my computer completely freeze up on me, and I lost the entire feed. I tried to get the feed back. The original feed wasn't working, so I had to really shut it down and restart, and that's what I did. Um, so I'm going to type what I typed in the last one. If you are looking for the live feed of the game, I recommend going to Steve Angle's Sportsnet YouTube channel. He is showing a live feed of the game. Same thing I wrote last time, but now I had to do it after I started my second stream. Okay. Yes. Just for people dropping in, if they don't have a feed of the game, because what I want to do is I want to talk to people while they're watching the game. But if you don't have a feed, then I recommend going to Steve Dangle's Sportsnet YouTube channel, where he is actually showing a live feed of the game. So we're done the first period. It is still 3-1 Calgary. Fortunately, during that outage, I didn't miss any goals, but I did miss a little bit of action. Edmonton got a power play. What was the play? Oh, yeah. Cross check on McDavid. Got the penalty. Power play was kind of ineffective. And later in the period, Lucic puts a hit on McDavid, and all hell breaks loose. There's mayhem in the corner. Lucic gets penalized. I believe it was roughing. And I don't know how late it was in the period because I was trying to get things going. Yeah, the power play's over. So they didn't score on the second power play they had. Edmonton was their power play was clicking very good at the beginning of the first round. But as it got later, they were starting to have troubles. And they're 0 for 2 tonight. So that's not good. But the first poll question I had was who was going to win the series? And I believe it was 1 vote for Edmonton. So the second question I'm going to ask is how many games will the series go? All the options are going to be there. So we have 4, 5, 6, and 7. That's the new poll question for the second period. And I really hope we don't have any more issues. Sort of covering. It's kind of hard being stuck between two logos. I should tilt the camera down a little bit so people can see the logos. There we are. Calgary, Edmonton. Okay. Here's the overtime goal for Carolina. Oh, wow. Just turn around, snap. Is that Cole? Oh. Lindgren. It hit Lindgren's stick and deflected. That's pretty much how it happens. Just get the puck to the net and strange things happen. Goes off Lindgren's stick, passes Shesterkin, and Carolina with a 1-0 lead after they tied it late. Oh, there's the mayhem. Oh, I'm glad I fixed that problem. I mean, that's what I was hoping for. Get some grit and some nastiness. So we already got it starting. So let's see what happens. I have to admit, I'm a little... That crash really bothered me. But... and I know that like after that, people are not going to be coming back if they were going to be here in the first place, because with me not having the feed and somebody else does, I knew I wasn't going to get many. But now that I've crashed, I'm sure I won't get any more. Hopefully people who like to hear me, if there's any of them out there, will tune in once they realize my stream is back up and running. Well, while I'm waiting, we're just about to start the second period here, so. But McDavid, what can you say? It was a good pass out. Him in the slot. But to leave him all alone in the slot, I mean, that was a major mistake. The last person you want to do that with. Allowed them to get a little bit back into the game. It's a game again after Calgary came out in the first minute of play. Scored 2 goals on the second goal you can't blame. Well, actually, I was going to say you can't blame Smith for, but he didn't lay his pad flat on the ice as the puck came out. So yeah, maybe you can blame him a little bit for that one. The first one, turnover in the high slot, quickly turned into a shot, and I just don't think Smith was ready for it. And the third one, yeah, turnover again. I'm trying to remember how. Yeah, turnover gets, I mean, he was in the low slot. So that makes it a little bit more difficult, but went right between his arm and his glove. Didn't look good on any of them. And Koskinen, since he's come in, has looked, well, good enough. What were the shots? Since I'm waiting. Let's see. Oh, 19-7 for Calgary. 19-7. Talk about a good period for Calgary. We have 4 goals. So at this rate, by the end of the game, we should have 12. Certainly looks like we're going to have more than 6. But you never know. And things could tighten up, I guess. We're back in the Saddle Dome. Okay. Let us hope that this stream, it's not even the stream. See, if the stream had froze, I'd be okay. It's my entire computer freezing and I can't do anything. And I have no choice but to restart the computer because I can't type. I can't use a mouse. Nothing works. I'd like to figure out what is causing that. It's got to be some kind of conflict between, is it conflict with the hardware, the camera that's installed in the laptop? My guess is some kind of conflict between software that's running. It freezes the operating system, though. Not too many things freeze the operating system. It's interesting. I got to figure this out because I don't want to keep having my stream freeze all the time. One way to avoid that is just try and keep other things from running while I'm doing this. But I don't even think I had that much run. I did have a couple of other websites open. Maybe I'll just have to make sure I don't have any other websites open that might cause conflict. Anyway, we are starting the second period, 5 seconds in already. So let's see what happens here. Got McDavid on the bench right now. Let's see what kind of nastiness we get now. One Edmonton Oiler there with a nice little Budweiser behind the bench. Calgary continues. That's Gaudreau walking right in. And that was Tkachuk with a shot, but he kind of half fanned on it. Not a hard save for Koskinen. And icing by Edmonton. So if someone was looking for a big jump out of the gate, that's not it. What they really have to do is like, and I guess this is tough on the road, especially when you get down, is to really like generate that energy, on your toes type of energy that you're going to need to like come back in this game. They got to do to Calgary what Calgary did to them in the first period, which was basically every time you have the puck, you're on the guy. Oh, well, that's not the way to start the period. Just a simple shot from the point, and Coleman picks up the rebound, pumps it in the net. And it's 4-1 Calgary. I was saying Edmonton's got to do to them what they're doing to Edmonton, but they are just, and this is the way Daryl Sutter plays. He's just in your face hockey all the time. Shot from the point, rebound to Coleman. Simple play. Very simple play. Who's for? Anderson takes the shot. Coleman picks up the rebound, and it's 4-1. Wow, that's like 3 goals in the first minute of 2 periods that Calgary has scored. I mean, talk about slow starts for Edmonton in the period. Dryside will try. Picked it off, but nothing came of it, and Calgary comes right back. Toffoli, former Canadian. Got a few former Canadian, couple of former Canadians. You got Toffoli for Calgary, and you got Kulak for Edmonton. Both traded. Well, Toffoli was a little earlier, and Kulak was traded closer to the deadline. And Calgary's keeping it in, cycling it down low. Edmonton picks it up and comes away. Here comes Calgary again. Ooh. Kachuk. Gaudreau set him up. Tried to pull when it was going across the front of the net, but pushed the puck back towards Kachuk. Brought both defensemen with him, did Gaudreau. And Kachuk was left with a good opportunity, but shot it right into Koskinen's breadbasket. And he froze it. And they just keep on coming. Here comes Johnny Gaudreau. They work it back to the point. Anderson shot and another rebound. That's one thing. Edmonton's goalies. I mean, the last one he was able to freeze, but I think Calgary's made a point of making sure it's in the feet so that they can get those rebounds. And they're strong in the in front of the net, digging pucks. And they're back in again. It's just Edmonton's just standing around. I mean, nobody's moving. This is a team that's known for their speed. What was the whistle for? Oh, high stick. That's high stick making contact, that is. Edmonton's got to get their feet moving. They almost look like they've given up this game, and it's still early. I mean, it's only 3 goals down, boys. Not that I mean, I'm not cheering for Edmonton, but I just want a good game. I don't want to blow up. Russell just rips it in. No, he doesn't. Now we did. Now, I'll see if Edmonton. Nope, can't get a forecheck going. Comes right out again. Lucic with it in the corner. Oh, put the pass was a little too hard and went out of the zone. Here comes McLeod trying to get a forecheck. Nothing doing. Pumped right back out. I think they're going to have a tough time generating offense here. Russell DeCassian trying to get into the zone. Calgary standing 4 up already. Playing very good defensive at the hood. And when they go to offense, they're fast. Getting on pucks first. Here come. Oh. Who was that? Trying to pass it to Mangiapane. Wasn't Toffoli, so I don't know who it was. 58. Now I know who it is. No, 88. That was Mangiapane. Sorry. I'll get them eventually. Here comes Archibald. Tries a quick little backhander. See, make sure keep the goalie honest, keep Markstrom honest. Face off to the right of Markstrom right now. Toffoli, Hannafin, Yarncrook for Calgary, and the Nugent Hopkins. Who's Nugent Hopkins? Yamamoto. You almost have to go with the wingers because the centers are rotating. So it's the Yamamoto. I don't know if it's Dryside. I don't know. It's Ryan. So they're really switching up the lines now. Yeah, but they can't keep it in the zone, and Calgary's right back. Anderson takes. Oh, that got tipped. They have a shot from Anderson from the point. They just keep coming. They're just all over them, all over Edmonton. Edmonton's just scrambling all over the place. Calgary just keeps cycling in the zone, getting pucks towards the point or in the high slot, taking shots and looking for deflections and rebounds. A wrap by who's 55? Hannafin. Wrap by Hannafin was saved by Koskinen. I'd like to see the amount of zone time each has had because I think Calgary's must be out zoning them 2-1 by now. Even more. They're definitely spending more than twice the amount of time in their zone than Edmonton's spending in Calgary's zone. Score. Couple more shots on Koskinen. Somebody's got to get Edmonton going. Is there anybody? Cassian's got to come out, get a big hit, or get somebody fighting, or stir the pot a little bit, or something. You're talking an Oilers team that's just completely out of it right now. Calgary with it again. Johnny Hockey puts it in behind the net. Who's 44 for Gudbranson? Kachuk with it. Cycling. Oh, they just keep going. Oh, crossing pass almost worked. Just Gudbranson with a shot. It's deflected out of play. On a cross seam pass. They oh, McDavid on that cross seam pass down low to Gudbranson. just got a piece of it so it doesn't go across cleanly. Otherwise, I think this is 5-1. Draisaitl's out. He gets kicked out of the face-off dot. Yeah, there's going to be Koskinen 2 more saves. They're going to have 20 shots this period, too, at this rate. I mean, they already have 30 shots on goal. We have 14-15 left. They had 19 shots. They have 11 shots in the first not even 6 minutes. It's unbelievable. Oh, a little trip by a Calgary player in the Calgary zone. Can Edmonton take advantage? Nope. They're going to be not first to that puck in their zone. Edmonton, that is. And there's goal number 5. Hannafin with the shot, and it was tipped. Wow. I mean, this is getting to be a rout. All right, let's see what happened here. Shot from the point. Yeah, just a little deflection. Coleman. I mean, not much the goalie can do there, though. Like, deflection was right at the hash marks. No time to react on that. What a great setup that was, though. I don't know. Edmonton's already 5-1. I mean, at 3-1, they weren't out of it. There's still flat coming out. I don't know. How do you not get up for this game? It's the Battle of Alberta, people. How does Edmonton come out and lay an egg like that? Please, somebody please tell me how that happens. How you have. Oops. Uh-oh. I lost my. There we go. There we go. Just fixing my Calgary. And I just noticed that these two logos here are in the camera backwards. Oh, well. You get the idea. No, but you just finished a hard 7-game series. I know that's it's a little bit of a emotional denouement, we'll say. You've reached the climax, and emotionally, you're just kind of coming off a high. But I mean, if anything could get you up for the next series, it should be the battling your arch rivals. I mean, I'm just not seeing anything. We're in a commercial break, by the way. And you do have to admit that it seems like every scoring chance is going into the net. I know they have a lot of shots. 5 goals on 31 shots. Oilers, only 8 shots so far. Just not good enough. It almost looks like Edmonton just wants to get out of this game right now. They're already looking forward to the next game. I wouldn't say looking forward. They're just kind of just want to just get out of this game and go back to the drawing board, because whatever plan they came up with, it's definitely not working. And well, they're starting to forecheck a little bit. Kane with the shot. That's a glove pass. That's unfortunate. Knock down the puck at the blue line. It just happened. Your teammate touches it before the Calgary player touched it. That's a good breakdown. They showed a video of Lucic hitting Russell down, and then the play that scored the 5th goal. Who was it? Keith. Was it Keith going in to get the puck? Waited for the Calgary player to get it first. Well, he gets it, puts it up top to the point. Defenseman shoots it, and Coleman tips it in, and it's a goal. Here's McDavid spinning off. Draisaitl scored. I thought they said Bouchard, but I think it was Draisaitl who scored. McDavid to Draisaitl. Whoops, we gotta get my goal horn. And it's 5-2. All right. A little bit back into it now. McDavid is at 3-0. It was McDavid who scored to make it 3-1. At 5-1, it's McDavid who spins off a check, throws it over to, I believe it was Draisaitl, and Draisaitl puts it in the net, and it's now 3-2. McDavid spins off the check there, still has control. Oh, it was Bouchard. Okay, I thought it was Draisaitl. They were right. It was Bouchard. So McDavid passes it, even takes a little slash, still keeps control, passes it cross seam to Bouchard, and it goes in. And then Cassian was close to the crease, and there was a little scrum afterwards, and Cassian ends up taking the penalty, and Calgary is on the power play. And here they come. Toffoli brings it into the zone. Who's 28 again? Lindholm. I'll get it. So they get set up. They have it set up now. See how they work this around. Oh, good pass, but missed it. 2-on-1, 3-on-1. Edmonton. Nugent Hopkins takes a shot. Oh, Ryan with the chance. Oh, good pad save by Markstrom. That could have been 5-3 right there. Here's Tkachuk with it. Trying to look him to pass it off. As they're passing it around the horn, looking for Toffoli in the slot. Doesn't take a shot. Who's going to take the shot? Is that Gaudreau over there on the left side? Oh, somebody got the rebound. Gaudreau just threw it in there. I think it was Tkachuk. Got the rebound. 6-2. I have to say, yeah, Edmonton hasn't been good. But I mean, every puck that goes into the goaltender, it seems like Calgary's picking up the rebounds. They seem to be, it seems to be a little luck too. Here's Gaudreau. He's just going to throw it in. Oh, what good hands by Tkachuk. Bounces in midair. He bats it out and knocks it in the net. 6-2 Calgary. Power play goal. Edmonton doesn't have one yet. They've had 3 power plays, 0 for 3. I think Calgary has 2, if I'm not mistaken. And we're still not even halfway into the game. And it's 6-2. Calgary. Oh, and another turnover, and here comes Calgary again. Nothing doing there, though. The Edmonton got back in time. Barry circling around. Yeah, there's definitely got to come up with a new plan because this one didn't work. McDavid just ices the puck. Who would have thought that the faster team would be Calgary Flames. They are faster on pucks. Edmonton's been kind of dragging their feet. And I think the only reason it's 6-2 and not 6-0 is because of Connor McDavid. He's the only reason that this game is even possibly in reach. Because everyone else has been out. They've been kind of off, not doing anything, not skating, not hard on people. Yeah, that's going to be, no, not a penalty. Kind of looked like he dragged the feet out from under him. Okay, here comes Hyman. Let's see what he can do. Oh, Hyman just pulls up, shoots, and scores. And we have a shooting gallery going on right now. Told you to take the over. We're well over the over. 6-3 Calgary. And we got that before the halfway point of the game. Hyman I was just kind of surprised. He just pulls up, takes the shot between the legs. Yeah, Markstrom it goes through the legs of the defenseman. Stone. It goes through the legs of Stone. And deflects off Markstrom's glove and goes in the net. 6-3. People, this game might not be over yet. Even though Calgary has definitely outplayed them. It's like 3 quick shots and yeah, sure. Shoot from anywhere now if you're Edmonton. Markstrom looked like he gave up maybe a little bit of a questionable one there. There's another shot from the high slot. Just shooting everything now. Just shoot everything. Icing. Well, if you were looking for a real goaltender duel today, sorry to disappoint you. So Smith lets in 2 goals in the first minute. Lets in the third goal. He's pulled. Unfortunately, but I would say Koskinen has done a little better, but he's also let in 3 goals. So that's the 6 for Calgary. And Markstrom has already given up 3 goals. And I have to say, there's a shot from the point. Didn't get through, though. There we are. Yeah, 12 shots by Edmonton, 3 goals. I mean, that's not good. Oh, here comes Calgary again. Good check. Already with 1 goal. Out to Gaudreau right in front. Oh, that is a really good save by Koskinen. To check from behind the net to Gaudreau right in the slot below the hash marks. Takes a shot. Koskinen with the save. Commercial break. The first one of the second period, if you could believe that. Woo-wee. So it gives me a chance to go into the game stats just to take a quick look to see. Okay, for one thing, Calgary outscored them 3-1 in the second period. They're scoring them 3-2 in the first period. 3-1 in the first, 3-2 in the second. All right. So, Calgary out 35 shots. It's just barely past the midway point of the game. 35 shots for Calgary, 12 for Edmonton. Yes, Calgary is 1 for 3 on the power play. Edmonton's 0 for 2. Calgary's out hitting them 16-11, which is not a surprise. Let's see. Edmonton has 10 giveaways. Calgary has 4. Calgary has 9 takeaways. Edmonton has 7. So there's your big difference. Too many giveaways, too little takeaways for Edmonton. I gotta keep the goal horn up because seems like it's. So I mean, Edmonton's lucky that it's only 6-3 actually, because really they haven't done. I mean, to give Calgary 35 shots already. I mean, if you keep going that way, it's 70 at the end of the game. I don't think it's going to be that, but I mean, 35 now. You got to think at least over 50 shots by the end of the game, because that would only be 15 more shots. Oh, good cross ice pass. Shot by who's that? Archibald. Cross ice pass to Archibald. He comes streaking in and got a good shot. Didn't have anyone close to him to check him right away. So he took a shot from about the top of the circle, but Markstrom made the save. Yeah, maybe that's. They were talking about Calgary can only shoot themselves in the foot by being undisciplined. So maybe if you're Edmonton, you want to try and get them to be undisciplined as a way to generate something. There's a nice shot from the point, looking for a tip, but it was wide. Calgary, ooh, turned it over. And here comes McDavid. Nope, Kane. Sorry. And that is out of play. Got deflected off a stick. That's what you want to do, Kane. That's a good idea. Get in his face, try and egg him to draw a penalty. Getting a little water here. All right, while we're taking a little break, this is Watch Habs Hockey in Rob's Crazy House, Part 2, because of a catastrophic computer freeze. Had to restart, but we're back again. We being me. Edmonton generating a little zone time here. Oh, but they lost it. Calgary's gonna have to keep. Oh, Kachuk pass into the zone, wasn't picked off. He was right alone in the slot, but Koskinen with the save. Oh, that was McDavid to Draisaitl in the slot, tipped it, and it had hit Markstrom. Back into Edmonton zone. Keith with it. Gets it up and in behind the net. Markstrom makes a nice play to get it up and out. Lucic. Is there a guy? I mean, I can tell it's Lucic before he could not be wearing any number or any jersey that's identifiable. And I can identify just because his shoulders are so huge. He looks like almost, I'd hate to say I mean, they're just big though. It looks like he's like this. I can't do it but I see him. I know who it's him every time I see him. He looks like no other guy out there on the ice. There is a face off to the left of Koskinen. And Calgary controls off the draw. See what they can do here. There's been a couple of missed assignments by Edmonton. They've had some trouble. Like people in front of the net, they're not checking. They're not on. But they get the puck back, and now they're heading up ice. Here comes Bouchard. Oh, that's going to be icing, though. Oh, it's not going to be icing. Nurse, I haven't really noticed him this game. That would probably be true of a lot of Oilers. Toffoli with it coming out of the zone. Calgary gets it out pretty cleanly. Oh, Yamamoto. Ah, Zadorov stick explodes and Edmonton sticking it. Hyman again? Hyman just circles the net, throws it on goal, and it goes through. Oh, yeah. Almost forgot. It all starts with Zadorov. Tries to take a shot. He shatters his stick. Snaps right in two. So Yamamoto jumps on it. They start taking a shot there. Rebound. And then Hyman goes one way, turns around, goes back behind the net, and just turns around and fires. Actually, it didn't go under the pads. It went under the glove, between the glove and the pad. And here comes Calgary. 6-4 now. Wow. Not like any other game that's been played. All the other ones have been tight. This is wide open. This really defensive coverage just is not the name of the game here. And I don't think that's McDavid, good move to get around, but couldn't pick up the puck. Calgary right back. Just dumps it in. Koskinen dumps it off, and Edmonton's trying to come right back. Here comes McDavid in. Oh, he passed it back, but to nobody. Calgary with possession right now as they try and work it. They're coming up ice. Here comes. Oh, Gaudreau kind of backed away because he was about to get hit. Bailed out on the head and the puck. Cece with it in his own zone. Edmonton's exiting a little better now. They're not spending as much time in their zone. Hyman, 2 goals in this game. He's kind of sparked them back. Calgary coming back. I'm sure Daryl Sutter's going to have a chat with him about how they let their foot off the gas, because here comes Hyman again. Get taken in by who's 26? Who's 26? Stone. Barry, who's 22? Lewis. Hyman's in there again. Toffoli takes it away. Yarncroak. But takes a quick shot. Koskinen, easy glove save. Edmonton, 4 goals on 14 shots. Now, I know you don't I don't even think they have an option beyond Markstrom. Like, they really don't want to go beyond Markstrom. But 4 goals on 14 shots, seriously. Who is the other option? I almost shudder to think who the other option is because I don't think I've heard of the person. Vladar. Yeah, I don't think they want to go. I think it's Markstrom's game. You know, no matter how, because really those two Hyman goals, really nothing plays on both of them, and he just pushes it towards the net, and Markstrom doesn't play them well. It goes off he shoots it off the heel of his glove right here, and it bounces up and into the net. And the second one, he goes below. Markstrom has his glove up high, and he goes below under the glove. We're in a commercial break. Wow. I mean, that's compared to the other games, it's just kind of shocking because you feel like you're out of it. Oh, it's going to be a blowaway. You know, it's 3 goals right off the bat. Oh, Edmonton gets within 1. Oh, they score a few more goals. It's 5-1. It's pretty blown out. Edmonton gets another goal back, 5-2. Oh, they score again, 6-2. Okay, still out of it. And then Hyman, 6-3. Oh, 6-4. You know what? This is a game again. you slowly realize, no, it's not blown out anymore. It's a game again, even though Edmonton hasn't been in the game at all. They basically, in the last 7 minutes, have made it a game. Yeah, Calgary controlled the first 30 minutes of the game, no doubt. But remember when I said they had 35 shots on goal? That was right at the 9-minute mark. Well, it's been 6 minutes since then. I think they have 2 more shots on goal. They may have gotten the third one there. It might be 38 now. So they 35. They basically were doing more than a shot a minute. So they've McLeod. Oh, good. Picked off the puck and almost put it in the net. It came right in. I think Calgary's got to basically took their foot off the gas. They were coming hard, and then all of a sudden becomes 6-2. They slow down. And since then, it's been Oilers. Puljujärvi coming in. Oh, they get it back to the point. CC's shot. Oh, Coleman coming in. Didn't get anywhere. It's back in the neutral zone. Calgary controls. 2 minutes left in the second period. Picked off in the neutral zone. Oh, but who's that? Blocked. Calgary came the other way. McDavid speed. Oh, he dropped it to a Calgary player. Oh, picked off again. Now it's Edmonton that seems to be getting sticks on pucks, making turnovers. After Calgary did it for 30 minutes. $1:23 remaining. So is this going to be 30 minutes of Calgary dictating hockey and then 30 minutes of Edmonton dictating hockey? Dubé spinning around in the corner. Oh, Calgary so strong in front of the net. Took like 3 or 4 whacks at it after Dubé just got it out of the corner. Point shot tried to get deflected, but I don't think anybody made contact with it. So now Calgary pressing a little bit. 39 shots for Calgary. Here comes Kane away from the. Oh, McDavid, Draisaitl scores. It's 6-5. Can you believe it? So McDavid picks the puck off in the neutral zone with speed as he's like flying up the ice. Gets the puck off his body, and it's right over to Draisaitl, and it's in the net. 6-5, people. There, it's off his shin, and it goes right to Draisaitl, and Draisaitl buries it. 6-5. Oh my god. I'm in shock. Oh, here they come again, Oilers. This last 10 minutes has been pretty much all Oilers. 3 goals in that time. They're digging it out of the corner. Kachuk just throws it down the ice with 15 seconds left, and that's icing. And another chance for Edmonton to, dare we say, tie the game? Tie the game at 6? I think this game has had more goals than all the other 3 games combined. If that, I wonder if that's the case. I mean, you had. It's a good question. Was that the case last night? 4-1. That's 5 goals. 2-3. That's 5 goals. Today's 2-1. Almost. They have 11. The others have 13. They haven't played a full game either. It's only 2 periods. Oh, big hit by Kane right at the end. Are we going to get a gathering? Kane hit Killington. And it's the end of 2. 6 Calgary, 5 Edmonton. Goalies not there. I'm stunned. Oh, they're asking, does Vladar come in? Kevin Weeks says that he does. I don't think so, to tell you the honest truth. I know Markstrom hasn't played well, but I think it's his game to win or lose. Well, what to talk about now? I have to say, 10 minutes ago, I was about to rip Edmonton. Just couldn't keep up with Calgary, right? Calgary was all over them. And I would say, what players am I noticing? Almost everyone was vacant from Edmonton except Connor McDavid. I mean, because nobody else was really doing anything. So Connor McDavid gets the second goal for, or no, he doesn't. He sets up the second goal for Edmonton, making it 5-2. Calgary comes back and scores 6-2. Still didn't look like it was good enough. Then, all of a sudden, Hyman just spins off, goes forward, spins off, and just does a little simple spinorama. Scores 6-3. He does it again. He basically runs behind the net, goes back around, turnaround shot, scores. 6-4, and then McDavid with a great play in the neutral zone, coming up with speed, takes the puck off his body, goes right to Draisaitl, who basically walking in alone, and shoots to Markstrom's glove side, which I have to say, those last 3 goals were all to the same place, his glove side. All right, so I don't think we had anybody voting in these polls here. All right, we're gonna end it. So, I mean, what would be a good poll? Actually, I know a good poll. Who's going to win this game? Because really, it's anybody's game. Who will win the game? Because now it's anybody's game. So the player that's been spectacular tonight is McDavid. Obviously, he has 1 goal and 2 assists. At least I don't know. Think he figured it on the 2 Hyman goals. Hyman, obviously, with 2 goals. Not the goaltenders for either team. Although Koskinen did make a really good save. At least one. one. When it was like, what was it, 6-3? Or was it 6-4? He made a pretty good save on it was on his glove side. It was a glove save, yeah. There was a couple of others, I think Calgary, if you're Calgary, I mean, you were doing some things right there, throwing the puck right into the pads, and your players are strong to get the puck, go dig the puck out, and get those rebounds. I mean, that's how they generated their goals. They shoot it at the pads, somebody would pick it up, and they put it in the net. Yeah, good spin move to Boucher. That was the McDavid. That was the that made it 5-2. And then Hyman pulls up here and takes a shot. It does go through the defenseman's legs. Stone goes through Stone's legs, hits the glove, and goes in. But yeah. And then Hyman does the exact same thing again, except he goes under the glove. Oh, yeah, they're not even moving. The Calgary players were not moving on that second Hyman goal. And this is just a good play by McDavid. And then again on the glove side, 3 goals. I mean, I know where they're going to be looking because they just scored 3 goals on his glove side. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a quick break, stretch my legs. I've been sitting the whole time, and I will be back in a few minutes. Talk without these. Yes. I was just thinking of an interesting fact. These two teams, the last cups they won, Calgary, 1989. They had Lanny McDonald there too, by the way, in the stands. That was quite a touching moment. 1989 for Calgary and 1990 for Edmonton. So right back to back, their last cups. So this third period, I mean, tell you the honest truth. If I'm Calgary, I'm upset. I'm upset with my goaltender. I know they don't want to say it, but you got to think. We came out. We scored 6 goals. Now, it's granted, Smith did let in a couple of softies, but you get 6 goals, and you're basically shooting your opponent 2-1. Edmonton, you've controlled the play for half the game already. Edmonton had the better of the play in the last 10 minutes of the second. And I'm just going to look up the shot differential. Yeah, I mean, 40-18, you're out shooting them. And all you need is your goaltender to make a save to keep the game out of reach of your opponent. And he can't even give you a save to keep. And now you're facing a high-powered offensive team with a 1-goal difference. Like 3 straight shots on the glove side, and he couldn't stop even any of them, especially the 2 by hot. The first one maybe I could see because it went through the light. Second one wasn't screened at all. He just stuck his glove. It's almost like Hyman was in his head, don't you think? He takes the first shot, it goes off his glove and up and in. So the second shot, he sees Hyman. He sticks his glove up high so it won't go above, it won't hit off his glove and into the net. And it goes below the glove. And then Draisaitl comes down, and he just missed it completely. Although, you have to say, someone's streaking down on an almost breakaway, and a Draisaitl nonetheless, who's got a wicked shot. I mean, that could be a tough save for any goalie, but I mean, but each one in isolation, maybe, but just one of them. Just make one of those glove saves. I don't expect him to make all 3, but how about one? At least it would be a 2-goal game if he made just one of those glove saves. Koskinen, I have to say, the 3 goals he let in, I don't think one of them was. I think if you look at all 3 of them, I don't think he can be faulted, which is good because the ones that he could make the save on, he did. But yeah, I mean, it's just like 6-2 lead, and you're just like, can you just make a save? Just make a save. Please, just make a save. because I think it was 12 shots. I think I said Edmonton had 12 shots. They have 18 when the period ends. They scored 3 goals in that span of time. I think it was 12. Would they have 8 in the first period? Let me check here. They had 7 in the first period. They had 1 goal in the first. They scored another goal later in the second. I think it was 12 shots. They scored 3 goals on 6 shots. Or they may have gotten the third goal at the 12th shot. Yeah, I think that was the case. They got, I think it said 3 goals on 12 shots. Yeah. All right. So they had 6 shots. They got 2 goals after that. They scored on the 12th shot. So 7 shots, 3 goals. Overall, 18 shots, 5 goals. It just doesn't look good for Markstrom. It's a shame because of the way they played in the first 30 minutes. But good for Edmonton and good for us because we now have a game. And it's much more exciting to get into a game when the game's close. Nobody responded to the poll yet. So, yes, this is, we're in the intermission. This is Watch Playoff Hockey in Rob's Crazy House. Part 2 tonight because of a catastrophic failure of my computer freezing up on me. I had to redo the stream. I think I had a lot of people drop off. Not just because of that, but also because of this thing I put on my chat that if you're looking for the stream, go to Steve Dangle's Sportsnet YouTube channel because he actually has the game there. So if you're just watching it on TV like I am, or on ESPN Plus like I normally do during the regular season when I'm doing Montreal, and you want to tune in and talk hockey, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to talk hockey, not here to do play-by-play for the people who can't get the stream. If you want play-by-play, I suggest getting the NHL app, and then there's a picture of these in the upper right-hand corner of the app. You tap on that, and you can listen to the audio broadcast of any game. Me, I'm just here to talk hockey. Kind of try and break down the game. Celebrate when the goals are scored. Celebrate close games, good hits, a little bit of rough stuff. You know, just like a normal hockey fan, just shooting the breeze, right? That's all I am. I've been a hockey fan my whole life. That's what I'm here for, as I'm trying to talk my way into the puck drop for the third period, which seems to be taking forever because I don't have a lot of games to talk about this time. Carolina, though. That first game, I mean, I was just listening to the Rangers coach talking. For 2 periods, he said, we played perfect hockey. It was absolutely perfect. And then the third period, we let up, gave them a goal, and Carolina wins in overtime. Yeah, you had it in the bag. And if you could only do it for 3 periods. But that's playoff hockey, I guess. Oh, let's talk brackets. My coin toss bracket is actually out dueling my actual pick bracket. By the way, my picks, I'm completely out of the Stanley Cup final right now. My 2 picks are gone. That's hockey. I went into it. I was like, okay, the President's Trophy winner never wins, so they're not going to the Cup final. And I thought somebody will beat Colorado, so they're not going to the Cup final, obviously. In retrospect, maybe I should have chose Colorado, especially after seeing them win 5 straight games and really outplay St. Louis for large swaths of that game. And just because of 2 things. They weren't sharp on shooting, and Bennington was tremendous in that game. Is the only reason Colorado didn't blow them out of the water. So it looked a lot closer than it was. So for 5 games, Colorado has been dominating their opponents. Well, not really, because Nashville did have that overtime game. Here we go. Here for period 3. We're about to get underway. Now, did Weeks make the right call? Or is Markstrom still in net? No, it's still Markstrom. So, Weeksy, you're wrong. I said I did think they would change it because it's Markstrom's game right now. He's got a lead. Maybe you change him if he starts to lose it and you need somebody to make a save. So it's in Edmonton zone. You got CC bringing it out right now. Tried a headman pass to who's that, Yamamoto? And it's back in Calgary zone deep. This actually hasn't been as heavy hitting as I thought Calgary would bring that kind of game. Maybe Puljujärvi with a shot, but it was to the blocker side of Markstrom, and we know it's the glove side that's he's been giving him problems. Oh, here comes what's his name? 20 Coleman, yes. You have to. They're talking about Leon Draisaitl's lower body injury. I also would say he was saying that he could skate straight away pretty good. Maybe it's just the turning. I would also say that the more he's been skating on it, oh, Coleman blocked. So that looked a little dangerous for Calgary there. They got a couple of opportunities. And it's back in Calgary zone. Oh, Cassian picks it off. Out of play. Oh, what I was saying, Draisaitl, good straightaway speed. They were talking about how he had good straightaway speed on that 5th goal. But I was saying that it also probably, because I noticed he was having trouble early, but the more you skate, the more you probably loosen up that injury. You'll probably feel it after this game, I'm sure. Time for an ice bath. Here's McDavid breaking it. Oh, Yamamoto with the rebound, and we are tied. McDavid did all the work. Yamamoto cleaned it up. Tie game, 6-6. McDavid off the faceoff goes, wow, around. And then Yamamoto gets the rebound and puts it in. Right off the pad, he got it. Off Markstrom's pad, back to Yamamoto, who just puts it in the empty net right there. That's all McDavid, though. Taking it off the draw, going around the circle towards the front of the net, and he caught everyone off guard with his speed. 4 points for McDavid. Six. There is going to be as many goals in this one game as there were in the other 3 games combined. Just to put that in perspective, because somebody's going to have to win, which means there's going to have to be one more goal. And that was how many goals were scored in the other 3 games. Gaudreau with the pass. Yeah. Looks like Calgary's turning it on a little bit. Calgary just takes it behind their nets, kind of slowing things down. You get back to the original game plan because it's kind of falling apart here. You can thank McDavid for 4 of those goals, though. Oh, Toffoli walks in, had a little step, took a shot, but shot it wide. And they keep the pressure on. They keep it in the zone. Toffoli's behind the net with it. Is he going to try and get it to? Puts it right off Koskinen. Yarncroke back down to Mangiapane. Anderson scores. Comes in off the point. Who was it behind the net? Good pass to him. Nobody picked him up. And he roofs it. And it's 7-6 Calgary. I think it was Mangiapane behind the net. Yeah, he goes behind. Yeah, it was. And he puts it out front to Anderson. Then nobody picked him up. And he's from the face-off dot. Or even below the face-off dot. Roofs it on his Koskinen's glove side. So after Edmonton tied it, Calgary quickly answers 7-6. We really have a 80s type battle here. Late 80s, early 90s game battle. Are we going to end up with a 10-8 score or something like that? This is fun. Goaltender averages will be severely hurt after this game, but that's okay. The fans love it. So Calgary has had 2 good shifts inside the zone where they've just cycled the puck around, and that resulted in the goal by Anderson. Good pinch by him, too. Noticing that the lane was there. And they're in there again. Kassian picks it up. Headmans it. Couldn't get it through. That was to Kane. Ooh, Kane going for the hit. Causes the turnover. It's back into Calgary and Kassian. Kassian, oh man, I would expect him to hit with a little bit harder than that. They dump it in. They're going for change. Maybe that's why. The way they were playing last time, though, Kassian comes in like that. He's hitting with a lot of force. Not just a little nudge in the corner. Calgary back in Edmonton zone, trying to pick up the puck, but Edmonton gets it out. Skies it out for Hyman again. Looking for the Hattie. Puljujärvi in there, picking it up. Good coverage by Calgary. Backlund dumps it in. Mangiapane after it. Oh, deflected by point shot, deflected by Mangiapane. But Koskinen with the save. Good check. Great agitator he is. Tried to draw a penalty. Wish they would keep the shots on goal up. Just like to see where that's at. Yep, 44 shots by Calgary right now. Talk about number of shots. 7 goals on 44 shots. I mean, that's kind of high, but not unreasonable. The other one is 6 goals on 20 shots. That's a little bad. Although that last goal, can't really blame him on the last goal. Maybe for putting the rebound back the other way. Here comes McDavid. Oh. Gee, I think it's a penalty. Was that he used his forearm to drag it and his leg to forearm to push him this way and his leg to take out the feet from under him to drop him down to the ice. So definitely a penalty. Either you can call it holding or tripping, one or the other. Oh, he can talk. He can talk as long as he doesn't do anything. Kane just trying to like egg him to drive. Hold. So Edmonton still has a power play. They did take a couple of others for roughing. Kane and is it Mangiapane? Kane's still yapping away. Forearm. Forearm sweep. Sweeps the legs out from under him. Oh, look at McDavid. There's Kane on Kachuk. Who is it? Oh no, it was Killington who got the roughing minor. So Calgary dumps it down. Kills some time right off the bat. Edmonton, this is their third opportunity. They haven't looked good. Hyman brings it in. Can they get set up? I think the hardest thing is getting set up, and then no, they didn't. They got it into the zone, but immediately, as soon as they have a little bit of trouble, Calgary's all over them. They got to pass it quickly, get it away from their sticks. McDavid could do that. Dances in. McDavid, round the net. Puts it in front, gets deflected into Markstrom. Oh man, the speed of McDavid. Speed and the quickness of his hands at that speed. It's just incredible to watch. It's almost like the players are going, "Wow, that's great," as he's flying by them. Oh, and I thought Edmonton won the draw. Nope, false start. We'll do it again. That's one thing. They can win the draw. They might be able to get set up. That's what they need to do. I think they're resetting the clock. Must be. That'll give the power play guys a little rest. I mean, it's already minute 16 remaining. Yeah, they could use a little rest. They might be able to play the whole thing. Oh, Kachuk and Kane yapping away. Still yapping away in the penalty box. No, Calgary wins it, puts it down the ice. I mean, man, all you need is that one face-off win. And they have to get set up again. They bring it in. McDavid with it. Draisaitl. They do get it somewhat set up. Yes, they do. They have it set up now. Let's see what they can do now. McDavid quarterbacking it. Oh, couldn't get it through. And it's down the ice again. So it looks like the Flames penalty kill is really good. They're having a real tough time. Puck out of the zone again, just as quickly as it went in. 15 seconds left. Oilers can't get anything going on the power play. I don't even think they had a shot. Oh, except maybe that McDavid shot. That's icing? Yes, it is. 2 seconds left on the power play. Oilers ice the puck. So it looks like they're going to go 0-3. And if that power play goal that Calgary scored is the difference, that this game is won by special teams, that'll be something. Of course, who would have thought that this game would be tied? Not tied now, but it was tied at one point after Calgary had a 6-2 lead. Waiting for the face-off here. Oh, man. You stop delaying the game. Talking again. The referee's talking to the timekeeper. Oh, there's still 6 seconds left on the... Not 2 seconds, but 6 seconds left. Okay, let's have the draw. Keefe controls. He's got it again. They exit the zone. But the penalty is over. Who's that? McLeod chasing it down. It's able to at least get a forecheck going. McLeod gets it again. Now it's Hyman, who already scored 2 goals. Turn around. Markstrom just chipped it out of harm's way, and it's down the ice. Markstrom's got to be a little shaky, I would think. It might. And then Edmonton hasn't really tested him again. Archibald chases it down against Anderson. Here comes Barry in from the point, doing a little pinch. Archibald tries to take a shot, but it was blocked by Anderson. Ryan, yep. Now Barry lines up, shoots. Missed the net, and it's all the way down. Kulak, ex-Montreal Canadian, behind the net with the puck. Haven't said his name a lot tonight. I don't know how many times he's been out there. They're chasing it down in Calgary's end. Calgary just playing it smart right now. Just chipping it out. No dangerous plays. I think they're just going to try and keep Edmonton from scoring again. But when they get it down low, they definitely are still forechecking. And Edmonton gets it out. Oh, here comes Tkachuk. Tkachuk scores on a turnover right at the blue line. Goes off someone's skate right at the blue line. Tkachuk picks it up, turns around behind the defense, basically a breakaway. And we have an 8-6 game. Okay, let's see. The only question is, was this offside? It looks like it. It hits Johnny Gaudreau's skate. When they try and shoot across, that's not going to show you it. It's hard to tell if it goes off Johnny Gaudreau's skate. Oh, it's definitely out, yeah. No, even if it hits the Oiler player, it's got to be brought in under control. Actually, see, I always thought that it's not offside if it goes back in under. If Edmonton brings it back in under their control, but if it gets deflected in. but I guess not. It's an unusual situation, but it does count, and it is 8-6. Oh, and the Calgary's right on it again. Shot from the point is blocked. Here comes Edmonton. Tried to get it to Hyman tried to get it to Yamamoto. So, in the first period, turnovers cost 2 goals, and this is the third goal that was really generated from a turnover. Like a real bad turnover. Here comes Hyman. McDavid with it now in the zone. Back to Kulak with a shot. Oh, rebound, but cleared away by Calgary. Markstrom again. I don't know why they haven't been just going down and trying to pepper him, because that did not look like a very confident goalie there. Draisaitl coming in, lost the puck. And here comes Calgary. Who's that? 24. Richie. Lucic with him. Richie behind the net. Takes a shot. I don't know if that hit Koskinen or went off somebody. Oilers have it. And McDavid's winding up. Pass behind Draisaitl. They try and bring it in, but is that? That's delay of game. Oh, yeah. When Tkachuk goes straight into the box. Yeah, it's delay of game. I was wondering if he was on his side of the blue line. Good chance for Edmonton to do something with their power play. We're going to commercial break. 8-6 Calgary. Watch Habs hockey and Rob's crazy. Or Habs. There. I finally made the mistake. I think I've been doing so well. Like 8 games in. Watch playoff hockey in Rob's Crazy House. It used to be watch Habs hockey during the regular season, but now it's watch playoff hockey. So as I thought, after the second period, Daryl Sutter goes into the room and somehow gets Calgary back playing the way they were playing before those last 10 minutes. Or certainly playing a more defensive style, tightening it up, and still scoring at the same time. Scoring 2 goals to get their a more comfortable 2-goal lead. I shouldn't say comfortable. Nothing's comfortable when you have McDavid on the other side. 4 points, by the way, McDavid. 1 goal, 3 assists. That guy's good. While we're at it, the other game that was on tonight, Carolina beats the New York Rangers 2-1 in overtime. Rangers were leading that game right up until the 2-minute mark. And Carolina, well, after Rangers pretty much dominated, shut down Carolina. They couldn't do anything in the first 2 periods. Carolina was generating chances in the third period and finally were able to break, score a goal, and then they go into overtime and score the overtime winner. All right, Matthew Tkachuk for delay of game is in the penalty box. Edmonton, 4th power play, 0 for 3 so far. What they really need to do is win a draw, and they don't. They have not won a draw on the power play yet. And that's the biggest problem, because once they're out of the zone, they have the toughest time going back into the zone. But give it to McDavid. Oh, he's flying. Hyman in there trying to dig it out. They still haven't been able to set up. Oh. Backlund's coming down. Oh, Koskinen has it, though. If it was just a little slower, he might have been able to get it. McDavid with it now. Coming into the zone. Draisaitl didn't get it. Calgary clear. Still have not been able to set up. A minute gone in the power play. They were digging at it in the corner, but they weren't set up. They couldn't get the puck, recover the puck. Oh, Bouchard with a blind behind the back pass to nobody. And they have to reset and start over again. Here comes Draisaitl over the line. Barry holds it. Now they get a little setup. Oh, Barry keeps it in. Draisaitl trying to give it back to Barry and gave it to Calgary. 23 seconds left. They didn't even get a shot, I don't believe. 13 seconds. They dump it in. It went to Markstrom directly, so that might be a shot on goal. Kept in. We have 1 second. Markstrom with the save. On their only chance, Keith with the shot from the point has... Who was it? Bouchard was trying to find a lane. Then he puts it back to Keith, who takes the shot, and Markstrom with the glove save. Well, that's the right idea, though. I mean, the glove was the area that Markstrom's been having trouble with. But maybe Markstrom feels a little bit more comfortable now that he has a 2-goal lead, and there's less than 10 minutes, probably like 7 minutes remaining, right? Or 6 minutes now? 7 minutes. 7 minutes remaining. You got a 2-goal lead. Edmonton 0 for 4 on the power play. 0 for 4. Calgary just killing it on the power play. They're 91.7% coming into the game, and they just put up an 0 for 4 in this game. So that's going to go up a little bit. Oh, I lost my Calgary sign. Some trouble trying to hold. My God, I can't even see. There we go. So besides McDavid and Hyman, Draisaitl, and Yamamoto, I think those are the 4 players that have been... I mean, I don't think anybody else has really been doing anything. I certainly haven't mentioned their name a lot, like Nugent Hopkins, Archibald Ryan. I mean, Kane. Edmonton trying to dig it out of the corner. And Kachuk is bringing it out of the zone. A little flipping behind the net now. Yamamoto. Oh, giveaway right at the line again. Shot from the point. Save Koskinen. And who was it? Lindholm trying to deflect it or get a rebound. Couldn't quite do it. But turnover, like that was a really bad, just like past it. As if he was his teammate and he wasn't. Oh. Back to the point. Shot from the point. Koskinen the save. Oh, right in the slot. It was a Backlund took the shot. And here comes Puljärvi out of the zone. Takes a shot. Rebound. Markstrom the save. Looks a little bit more comfortable now, I have to say. As I said, 2 goals with the 6 minutes left might do that to you. I have to say, I think the goalies had some nerves coming into this game. There has to be. Because both of them were having issues. All 3 of them, actually. I think Koskinen's been pretty solid. Though that between the legs goal by Kachuk was maybe one that he'd like to have back. But it was a breakaway. Here they come again. Calgary. You bring it in, dump it in deep. That's pretty much where probably 1 deep, 1 high. Oh no, they got 3 down there. Interesting. Hyman tries to take it in deep, but he was going against 3 of them. Is that Toffoli dumping it in deep? It's going to be hard. Because it's basically 4-1. Or 2-2-1. Two on one, Lucic. Oh, went by the goalie, threw it out in front, but Lucic had already gone by. It was definitely a good chance. I didn't see who was with Lucic, that's all. As you're probably going to see more odd man rushes because Edmonton has to press a little bit. 4:52 remaining, still a 2-goal lead for Calgary, which means around somewhere between the 3.5 and 3 minute mark, Edmonton's going to have to think about pulling their goalie. So face-offs in Calgary zone. Now they win the draw. There's a shot. Misses the net. Bounces off the boards right to Markstrom. He'll take the whistle. Slow things down. 4:43. We got a commercial break. Now, it's one thing Calgary having the least amount of goals scored against them. Not the least. One of the least. I believe their goals against was top 3 or top 4 or something like that. Top 2. I don't know. Somewhere in there. Right? That's what I heard. Anyway, they're one of the better teams at goals against. So they know how to play defensively. That's going to make it tough for Edmonton. Who's been good for Calgary? I mean, they play such a team. I mean, Kachuk has been. Who else have I noticed? Coleman. Anderson had got a goal there. That was a good move by him. That's the thing. They just do things so much by committee. That's all. I could. Lindholm, good game. And notice Mangiapane around it a lot. And Coleman. Yeah, Coleman was the other one. A lot of good players for Calgary. I mean, how many shots do they have now? They really controlled the majority of this game. 47-24 of the shots on goal. Not only have they controlled offensively, but they've limited the chances defensively. And you're thinking, well, it's 8-6. How could they limit the chances defensively? It's because Edmonton can score. They limited to 6 chances, but all 6 have been in the net. Not true. There's been maybe a couple of others. But they have let in a lot of the chances that Edmonton has had. Edmonton wins the draw. CC with a quick shot. Ooh, Ryan almost deflected it. Nugent Hopkins. trying to get some chances here. Tried to get it back to CC, but picked off by, guess who? Johnny Gaudreau. Another one I forgot to mention. Although, actually, you know what? I haven't noticed him as much as others. Came with it. Puts it back behind. McDavid to CC. Shot. But Calgary picks it up. McDavid brings it back in, but can't control it. Oh, Gaudreau coming in. Just takes a shot. What do we have? 3:38. So going up the ice soon. It's going to be pulling the goalie. Here comes Yamamoto. Puts it back to Bouchard. Oh. Ooh. Was that Kane who ran over Markstrom? Was Stone put, or was it Yamamoto? Oh yeah, no timeout for Edmonton. They took their timeout after scoring 2 quick goals. Was that a good decision? Because now you don't have it. Yeah, McDavid just finished his shift. So I'm thinking they're going to go down. They're going to have another 45-second shift. That line's going to come back out, and then they're going to pull the goalie. Icing on Calgary. It's kind of an unforced error. They really didn't need to do it because Edmonton hadn't pulled the goal yet. Oh, they did pull the goalie. Did they put McDavid's back out there? McDavid puts it off a stick, keeps it in. Oh, McDavid to Draisaitl. Get blocked. Draisaitl back to Bouchard. Draisaitl has it now. Takes a quick shot. And as I said, it looks like Markstrom settled in. Very calm save. No extra movement, no rebound. It was shot right into him, but you know, when you're a little shaky, that you could bobble that. He drops into the slot. He didn't. He looks better. .301 remaining. And Calgary wins the draw. And it goes all the way down. This will still be icing. But a few more seconds tick off. Edmonton probably, keep scratching my leg. It's a little itchy. Edmonton probably needs to score before a minute and a half to realistically have a chance. If they want to, if they're thinking of winning. And they win the draw. Edmonton does. McDavid has it. Oh, but lost it. Offside. More rough stuff. Hannafin, Coleman, Backlund, McDavid, Kane. McDavid's trying to spin away. And Backlund strips him. Good play by Backlund. So Koskinen goes back in, and it's good because Calgary won the draw, and they're just wasting time right now. They get it up. Here's Kachuk with it. Edmonton gets control, and now they're trying to come up ice. Is that Nugent Hopkins? Puts it in. McDavid, not quite as quick. It's been out there like the whole time. And now Calgary back up. Empty net, they score. 9th goal of the game. Did you say he had a hat trick? Yep. Kachuk with a hat trick? Yep. Hat trick for Kachuk. And here the hats are raining down. So that pretty much does it. 2:11 remaining. 9-6 Calgary. 15 goals total. Blasts away the other 3 games combined. So there's Gaudreau. Chips it out to who's 28? No, that's not 28. Lindholm. Lindholm to Kachuk. He's already over the red line. Just tosses it into the empty net right at the blue line. Well, they did deserve the win because they outplayed Edmonton for good portions of the game. Except for the last 10 minutes of the second period. Pretty much. That's pretty much it. Even this period, I mean, Edmonton had a couple chances, but it was still, they couldn't. In this period, it was like once Calgary got up, they just waited for opportunities. Like if they got it down low, they would work it. They fed off turnovers. That's how many? I counted at least 3 goals directly off turnovers. Maybe more. I'd have to go back and check. But they fed off turnovers. So the third period was, I mean, they just limited Edmonton's chances and fed off the turnovers. Was the first goal of the period, like when they got the go ahead goal? No, I think they were just working it down in the zone. Did they get all the hats off the ice? Congratulations, Kachuk, hat trick. Calgary is on their way. They're most likely gonna win game 1. They say they're not going to pull the goalie again? No, I guess not. Lucic. Now expect maybe a little payback. We're going to get some big hits or some payback or something? Because these teams don't like each other. That's what I'm looking for. Is anything going to happen? They don't have the right guys on the ice for it, though, at the moment. And Cassian's out there. I'm looking for Kane. Even though Kane hasn't been involved in this rivalry, like he only showed up at Edmonton this year. They're playing it kind of clean, actually. It hasn't really been. I have to say, for teams that really hate each other, they really kept it clean today. Markstrom is just keeping the play going instead of taking them racing. 49 seconds remaining. Battle of Alberta, game 1 is going to go to the Calgary Flames. As Edmonton tries to do one last rush. Looks like Mangiapane got a high stick. 29 seconds remaining that they're going to play on. $14 seconds. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Cassian and Lucic. Wasn't much of a fight. They just hit each other a couple times, not even like punches. They just pushed at each other, and ended up Lucic ended up on top of Cassian. Now you got Backlund and Archibald, Keith and Richie. Zadorov is coming in there now. Backlund is. There's a game. There's 0 on the clock. I didn't even notice that it ticked down. Let's see. Oh, Lucic with a couple of shots, and then Cassian comes after Lucic, but no real fight there. And the game is over. Calgary wins round 1 of the Battle of Alberta with a final score of a touchdown and a safety to 2 field goals. In other words, 9-6. Wow. 9-6 score. Calgary over Edmonton. You're watching Watch Playoff Hockey and Rob's Crazy. I do have an announcement to make. And I know nobody's watching, so nobody cares. But I cannot do game 2. Unfortunately, I don't even know how to tell people. I guess I'll just have to tweet it. I cannot do game 2. My daughter is having her suite, and so I am not going to be around. I will be back for game 3, which I believe is on Sunday, and I'll continue. So look for me then. All the 0 people who are not watching this game. But I will be back for game 3, not game 2. And until then, adios.